From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Well, here we go again. It's another storm system that's going to be rolling on in. Our storm trackers are out in the fields and ready to go. Out in the fields. Multiple storm trackers across the state right now, and we're getting ready for another round of rain and thunderstorms that'll be rolling in. So the guys where they're located right now is in positions to intercept the storms. Vaughn is watching storms off to the west. We're going to talk to him in just a minute, and then we're going to be watching those storms coming on in. So to get started, you'll be able to see that on the radar, this was from this morning at 5:40 in the morning. We had that one thunderstorm complex move on in, strong winds up to 80 miles an hour west-southwest of Stillwater near Crescent, and then also around the Stroud area we had some 65 mile an hour winds, so kind of missed, just went on the south side of Tulsa. We kept strong winds going along with that all the way through Fort Smith. We had some tree damage there as well. So the next band, here it comes. We have had multiple severe thunderstorms associated with this storm system out to the west of us this evening, and even a brief tornado warning. And also shower and thunderstorm activity continues. Now you can see it's not a massive cluster of storms, but it is a very powerful cluster of storms. And so what we're looking at this time is that it's expected on future track by 11:15 to be moving in on I-35. And we do anticipate strong damaging wind potential, 60, maybe 70 miles an hour. There is a chance that could curve to the east-southeast. We'll look at that on future view in just a minute. But first of all, we're watching the severe thunderstorm watch, which is now inclusive of the far western portion of our viewing area until 2 a.m. And you can see Brandon Wells is near the Pawhuska, west of Pawhuska areas. Bob Roloff's up in Sedan, Kansas. We have John Durkee also down into the Tulsa metro area, and then Vaughn is located right next to the bigger storms as they're starting to come in from the west. All right, Vaughn, give us an update. What are you seeing? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm on Highway 11. I'm just west of I-35, but these things are going to be barreling across northern Oklahoma. As they came into the Alva area, they were packing winds of about 50. So this part of the storm is not as strong as that part that's just to my north. And that's probably going to have a beeline for the Punk City area. So everybody needs to bat down the hatches and put everything up. Back to you.
Oh, yeah. So it's another night of that, especially if you're in the northern half of our viewing area. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. Thanks, Vaughn. We'll be talking to the rest of the guys as we go through tonight. And if you get up and want to know what's going on, we will be here and we'll let you know the latest. Temperatures right now are in the 70s with 80s down the south. It's very sultry, especially from Tulsa south. High humidity values are returning to the area after that really comfortable weather of yesterday. And notice our temperatures in the low 70s. This is helpful because the lower the temperature, the better it is because that's less energy. And so less energy means the storms aren't going to be quite as potent. So that's what we're looking for and praying for at this time. Still have the severe weather threat, though, so that's going to happen. Shower and thunderstorms are going to continue to move across the northern tier areas. Doesn't look like a ton, but it is just possible that they're going to be close to Tulsa. Then they're out of the picture by about 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. And that'll leave us at 7 o'clock in the morning with not too bad of weather. It's going to be a little bit on the muggy side. Notice our temperatures aren't like in the 60s with rain-cooled air as much. So if we do get the winds overnight, it will be primarily midnight to 3 in the morning. Then I'll be out of the picture. And then, oh yeah, it just happens to get super hot with temperatures in the low 100s tomorrow. Actual temperatures, not even heat index values. And then we're going to do this same story again on Thursday. We'll be in the upper 70s. Metro area around 82. You follow about 80. And then in the afternoon on Thursday, we're in probably the hottest day, 103, 104 to 105. And if you're south and east, you're just going to have to deal with humidity, which will make it feel like 109, 110. So everybody is going to be in on the act again through Friday. So we don't have a break for Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. But front is still anticipated to be moving through as we get on into Saturday. That will trigger scattered thunderstorms. Our temperatures expected to still be on the hot, humid side. And then the front comes through late in the day. That could mess with some of our displays a little bit for the evening hours. And then temperatures on Sunday will be ranging generally in the upper 80s to low 90s. So Sunday afternoon looks good. So tonight around midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning, chance of thunderstorms, some severe. We'll be watching what's going on. The winds should become gusty out of the northwest. Winds could be damaging winds, in fact, if you're from Tulsa to the north. So we're going to keep our eyes on that and see what's going on. Then it just kind of quiets down and then just turns like ridiculously hot through the course of the afternoon. So if you do have to work outside, you will have to be aware of what's happening there. Our extended forecast the next 3 days. Hot, hot, hot. And then it's not quite as bad, but there's that storm Saturday night. And then you can see as we go into next week, hit and miss thunderstorms right on through the 4th of July. Hopefully more miss than hit for most of us.